I do think one thing I did hear is there was kind of a transition from last year was like, be AI first, right? Be a frontier firm, right? And
Hmm.
there's still that talk, but now I feel like we moved in how do we practically implement and use AI for customers? And I did hear that customers are asking, well, what are you doing with AI? Right. And it
Yeah.
did seem like a likely response from the partners would be, oh, we're doing AI. We could do an AI workshop or a readiness assessment or
Mhm.
a technology workshop, and we can bring in Microsoft dollars and expertise. I think people are still kind of in that let's do a discovery, right?
Right.
And see how we can use AI in your business or organization. So that was and you're right, they did have in that big panel a couple of the ISVs, Truvio, which is now rebranded from several different ISVs that are well known in the Dynamics channel, and then Binary Stream. Locke, is it Shahel? He said, yeah, I think ISVs are in a fight for survival because some of the things that we're filling those gaps using a ISV could be maybe an AI solution, right? Very interesting.
That's
And
kind of a scary concept, isn't it?
like, yeah.
You know?
Well, and did you not, Bob, see some new words from Microsoft
Yeah.
on what were some of those new things that like new concepts that they talked about?
Well, they're talking a lot about co-work, right? It's not just Copilot or
Yeah.
Copilot Studio, it's
Yeah.
co-work. And
Yeah.
that's an interesting concept. I do think there's going to take some time for everybody to kind of figure out what Microsoft's trying to get across with that.
Yeah, and that's a lot of working within the organization, providing plugin connectors, using
Yeah.
MCP server. So you got that security built around your data and your processes. So there's a lot of maturing, I guess I would call it.
Mhm.
So understanding what co-work is. The other thing kind of along with just in general is understanding and having to help customers understand when you're using AI, there is the way that you pay for it is on a token basis, right? So if you say,
Right.
well, I'm going to use 500 tokens this month, well, that could get used up pretty quickly, right? With some of
Mhm.
these solutions or people experimenting, even the partners. Well, I think Mike Gillis from RSM said, "Oops," after like, "Hey, everybody, go out and use this. We've got this now." And then a month later, they had to pull it back, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Too
we
pricey.
can't
Yeah.
afford that. That's pricey." Yeah, a thing that might be kind of token optimization, I think is what he called it, might need to be investigated. Make sure that clients and Microsoft too can help understand how they can kind of optimize the tokens that they're using around AI.